Snake Staff Systems tourniquet, and it's their everyday carry tourniquet from them. Thanks to them for sending us a couple of these tourniquets to test out. I hit them up earlier in the year and I just wanted to compare it to the industry standard, the Cat 7 tourniquet. Of course, everybody's familiar with these, but these are newer tourniquets to the market, so we just wanted to see how it would hold up against industry standard. The tourniquet itself, in comparison, it is way smaller. If you saw the way I'd carry the tourniquet on this thing is through these bungee cords right here, so that pretty much it would sit right underneath there. So one of the reasons I also wanted to try this was because sometimes if you want to even go lower profile, when you're wearing this, for example, you don't want the tourniquet sticking out and everybody seeing that you're wearing a tourniquet and looking like a dork. You want to go lower profile and you just want to put this away to where it's not visible. So I wanted to see how it would fit inside this fanny sack in one of the compartments in here, or even put it in the front pocket to see if this is going to work out as a replacement or just an addition to the already existing medical kit. All right, let's go over the dimensions of both of the tourniquets. So if I put them side by side, both of them are almost the same length, but the Snake Staff one is just slightly longer, probably about an inch. Width-wise, they're both identical. The only thing different is the thickness of these. The Cat 7 feels like it's about twice as thick as the Snake Staff. This feels just like regular Velcro that you get. It's super thin. All right, the stabilization plate on both of these is what's the pretty big difference on the design. On the Cat system, it's obviously the stabilization plate is this wide, so about 2 inches, and the one on the Snake Staff is about 1.5 inches. So here's the comparison side by side, and as you can see, it's significant size difference. When I apply these, we'll be able to tell if it makes a difference or not. You pull it apart, feed it through, wrap around. As you can see, this thing was already spinning a little bit, and then start cranking. So the downside is this rod is shorter and it's not as thick, so it's hard to crank this small rod like that. And since the pressure plate is not as long, it's actually starting to turn. So I'll show you. So this took way too many cranks to get as tight as the Cat 7, but I got it where I need it to be. One big problem with this buckle system is the rod is not clicking in. So as you can see, the rod is does not go all the way in because this clip is preventing it from catching in there. I think the way to fix this issue is to put the clip on the opposite end to where it'll just clip in and it'll lock itself in. Because right now I have to work it in and it's gonna pain in the butt to take this thing off. Another thing is when you see how the Velcro is starting to turn and the buckle itself is turned to the side. So I don't think this is a great design, and honestly I would prefer the way the Cat 7 is, to where this piece does not have the buckle, to where this will just fall right in and lock itself in, and I could throw Velcro on top if I need to. So, but it is tight, and I know my circulation's cut off, but it took way more turns than it did with the Cat 7. All right, now let's do the same thing and applying the tourniquet to your arm, and I'm just going to use my non-dominant hand applying it to my dominant hand. High and tight. And I can tell already, this thing is not easy to do single-handedly, especially using your non-dominant hand. This is way slower. And as you can see, the buckle's already twisting on my arm. So it's, yeah, that pressure plate is not as stable as it on Cat 7. And I don't feel the same kind of tightness as I do with the Cat 7. So yeah, this thing is definitely hard because you're doing it single-handedly. So I can't even get another crank in, so it doesn't feel as tight as the Cat 7. The issue is this buckle. I was able to clip it in here, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to take it off this way, so it'll be easier just to take the Velcro off. How hard it was to crank with one hand, and as you can see, the pressure plate is twisting on my arm. It's not going directly across. Alright, so let's wrap this up, and I'll go over some of the positives and negatives and to see which one I would carry, or both. See, I put this pack back together, and I have my Cat 7 in here, and then I put the snake staff one back in the plastic, but I left the top open to make it easier to access it. This way, this closes completely up, and I have my full medical kit right here. So would I replace my Cat 7 with a snake staff tourniquet? Absolutely not. I would definitely keep the Cat 7 just because this has been combat proven. I've used this in real life, very effective. And as you saw earlier, it's a lot harder to use the snake staff system one by yourself. I would definitely carry the snake staff system in my pack in addition to this one. So the positives of the snake staff systems are it's a compact size, and it also could be applied to somebody who's smaller size. The negatives are I do not like that buckle system, and the buckle system being and the pressure plate being the smaller size. As you saw, it starts to turn, and when you're applying it, it also starts to bunch up the Velcro on the inside of that buckle as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see what's inside this pack, just hit me up in the comments. I can do a full medical kit to show you what I carry. I've been through combat lifesaver training in the Army. I've also been through TCCC training as well. So I learned some things, and I've modified my kit. I've removed some stuff and I added some stuff. This is pretty much my go-to medical kit, what I carry everywhere I go. So it's always with me. They released a larger size of this. I'm curious to test that one out. Probably order that soon, and I'll do a video on that as well. If you like this video, we'd really appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up and if you would subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on the next one.